Good morning, everyone. The way you start your day determines the way you live your life. Have you ever noticed that the morning sets the tone for everything that follows? It's in those early hours, in the quiet moments before the world awakens, where the power lies. If you can win your morning, you can win your life. Every successful individual knows that the most crucial part of the day is the beginning. What you do in the first moments after you wake up will either propel you toward your goals or pull you further from them. And yet, how often do we waste that precious time snoozing through the alarm or drowning in distractions? Winning the morning isn't about achieving perfection. It's about creating momentum. It's about starting your day with intention and purpose. It's about setting the stage for success, not just in your work, but in your health, relationships, and overall well-being. The first step to winning your morning is to have a clear vision. When you wake up, don't just roll out of bed and react to whatever the day throws at you. You are the architect of your life. You must design your day before it begins. Take a moment to visualize your goals. What do you want to achieve? What kind of person do you want to be? The vision you set for your morning will guide your actions throughout the day. It will keep you focused and determined no matter what challenges come your way. Next, take control of your mind. The morning is a battleground for your thoughts. The first thoughts you entertain will influence everything that follows. If you wake up thinking about all the problems you'll face, you will carry that negativity into the day. But if you wake up with gratitude and optimism, you set a positive tone that will empower you to face whatever comes your way with confidence. Remember, your mind is your most powerful tool. You must guard it, feed it with positive thoughts, and direct it towards solutions, not problems. The third key is to move your body. Physical activity in the morning doesn't just strengthen your body, it strengthens your mind. A quick workout or even a brisk walk gets your blood flowing, energizes your body, and clears your mind. Movement wakes you up, sharpens your focus, and increases your capacity to handle the demands of the day. It's a physical declaration that you are ready to take on the world. Finally, take time for reflection or meditation. In the chaos of life, we often forget to check in with ourselves. But taking a few minutes each morning for quiet reflection, prayer, or meditation is essential. It's in this space that you connect with your inner self and recharge your spirit. It is here that you realign with your purpose, remind yourself of your why, and find clarity in your actions. Just like any other habit, the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. But to develop it, you must be intentional. Success in life is not accidental. It's the result of daily disciplines and consistent actions. The small victories you win in the morning compound throughout the day, giving you the strength and resilience to overcome bigger challenges and achieve your greatest aspirations. Remember, the morning is a fresh start, a blank canvas. How you feel it will determine the masterpiece of your life. When you control your morning, you control your destiny. You win the morning and you will win the life. The way you start your morning has an immense influence on the rest of your day. Often, we go through our mornings in a rush, allowing the demands of the world around us to dictate how we feel and what we do. But what if we took a moment to reflect on what truly matters before stepping into the hustle and bustle of the day? The first few moments of the day are critical, not only because they set the tone for the hours ahead, but because they offer us a chance to establish clarity and purpose. To win your morning, you must start with purpose and vision. Purpose is a powerful force. It provides direction and guides decisions. Without purpose, we wander aimlessly, reacting to situations instead of taking proactive steps toward achieving something greater. When you wake up, it's essential to have a clear understanding of why you are doing what you're doing. It's easy to get caught in the cycle of daily routines, work, family responsibilities, and obligations without ever taking a step back to understand the broader picture. But when you begin your day with purpose, every task, no matter how small, is infused with meaning. It allows you to align your actions with your long-term goals and aspirations, giving each moment the weight and significance it deserves. Having a clear purpose is the foundation of success. It's what helps you focus your energy and efforts toward the things that truly matter. Without it, you risk squandering your time on activities that don't move you closer to your dreams. When you know your purpose, you wake up each day with a sense of anticipation. You are not merely going through the motions, but engaging in activities that contribute to your larger vision of success. Purpose gives you the motivation to push through challenges and setbacks because you understand that every obstacle is a part of a bigger journey. A vision is the roadmap that outlines where you want to go and how you plan to get there, while purpose provides the why. Your vision provides the what and how. A vision is more than just a wish or a fleeting thought. It's a clear and compelling picture of your future. It's what drives you, even on the days when things aren't going according to plan. When you have a strong vision, it acts as a guide that directs your actions, decisions, and mindset. Every morning as you wake up, you should visualize where you want to go and what you want to achieve. This doesn't just mean thinking about the end result. It means envisioning the steps that will take you from where you are to where you want to be. Vision isn't about setting abstract goals. It's about creating a mental image of your desired future. Think of it like a detailed map that helps you navigate life. If you're going on a journey, the map shows you the road, landmarks, and possible detours. Similarly, your vision provides a mental blueprint for your life. It helps you see the bigger picture, which in turn helps you stay focused, even when the road gets tough. Without this mental map, it's easy to lose your way, become distracted, or give up when things get challenging. But when you have a vision, you stay connected to the end goal. The clearer the vision, the more power it has to influence your daily actions. When you combine purpose with vision, you create a powerful force that can propel you forward. Purpose gives your vision meaning, while vision gives your purpose direction. Together, they form the foundation of a successful day. So how do you begin to incorporate purpose and vision into your mornings? It starts with a practice of intentionality. You need to consciously decide to wake up with purpose. Instead of reacting to the demands of the day, take the first few minutes after waking to focus on your why and your what. This practice doesn't have to take hours. Just a few minutes of quiet reflection or visualization can set the stage for the rest of your day. One of the most effective ways to incorporate purpose and vision into your morning routine is by setting aside time for reflection. This could be as simple as sitting in silence for a few moments after waking up, closing your eyes and reflecting on your goals. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today? How does this fit into my larger vision for my life? By doing this, you begin to connect each task you do with your greater purpose. You start to see your day not just as a series of random events, but as a series of opportunities to move closer to your goals. Visualization is another powerful tool to start your morning with purpose and vision. Before you even get out of bed, close your eyes and picture your ideal future. Visualize the kind of life you want to lead and the person you want to become. Imagine how it will feel to achieve your goals. Visualize the challenges you might face along the way and how you will overcome them. This practice not only helps you maintain a positive mindset, but it also reinforces your commitment to your goals. When you visualize your success, your brain starts to work toward making that vision a reality. Incorporating purpose and vision into your mornings also means establishing a sense of routine. Successful people know the power of a morning routine. They know that how they begin their day sets the tone for everything that follows. A solid morning routine helps you maintain focus and control over your life. It helps you avoid distractions and stay on track with your vision. When you wake up with a clear sense of purpose, you can filter out the noise of the day and stay focused on what truly matters. Having a vision and purpose doesn't just help you get through the day, it helps you make better decisions. Every action you take, every choice you make should be aligned with your greater vision. If you have a vision of financial independence, for example, you'll choose to spend your time building wealth, learning about investments, and making decisions that bring you closer to financial freedom. If your vision is to become a better leader, you'll dedicate time to improving your leadership skills, listening to those you lead, and making decisions that inspire growth in others. Purpose and vision guide the decisions you make, ensuring that each step you take is aligned with your goals. It's important to recognize that starting your day with purpose and vision is not a one-time effort. It's a daily practice, and it requires consistency. Just like any habit, it takes time to fully integrate purpose and vision into your morning routine. Some days will be easier than others, but the key is persistence. Even on the days when you feel like you're not making progress, your commitment to purpose and vision will keep you moving forward. Over time, the small actions you take each day will compound, leading to profound transformation in your life. There is power in beginning your day with clarity and direction. When you wake up with a clear vision and purpose, you create momentum for the rest of your day. You don't just drift through life, reacting to circumstances. You take charge of your life. You approach each day with intention, knowing that every step you take brings you closer to your goals. Starting your morning with purpose and vision isn't just about achieving success, it's about living with intention, aligning your actions with your values and making the most of every day. Purpose and vision are not just abstract ideas, they are powerful tools that shape the course of your life. They give you direction, motivate you to overcome challenges, and guide you toward a future that is meaningful and fulfilling. The next time you wake up in the morning, remember that the first few moments are critical. Take a moment to connect with your purpose, to visualize your vision, and to set the tone for your day. When you win the morning by starting with purpose and vision, you win the day, and ultimately you win your life. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it determines the quality of your life. It's the silent force behind every decision you make, every action you take, and every obstacle you face. The truth is, you can't always control the circumstances that come your way, but you can control how you respond to them. If you want to transform your life, it all begins with controlling your mindset. How you think shapes your reality. And when you take charge of your thoughts, you take charge of your life. The first step in protecting your purpose is recognizing what it truly is. Often we wander through life unsure of our purpose or even dismiss it altogether. We become distracted by the demands of everyday living, by the expectations of others, or by the pursuit of success and material wealth. In doing so, we can easily lose track of why we are here. Purpose is not something external that we achieve or accumulate. It is something deep within us, something that we feel called to do. Something that aligns with our values, our talents, and our deepest desires. It is the reason we wake up every morning, the driving force that keeps us moving forward, even in the face of adversity. When you know your purpose, it becomes the lens through which you view the world. Every decision, every action, every relationship is filtered through the understanding of that purpose. However, knowing your purpose is just the beginning. Protecting it requires vigilance. You must guard it from the distractions that try to pull you off course. These distractions come in many forms: people, circumstances, fears, doubts, and even your own negative thoughts. Each of these forces has the potential to mislead you, to convince you that your purpose is not important or that it's too difficult to pursue. There will be times when you are tempted to give up, to walk away from your dreams, or to settle for a life that doesn't truly fulfill you. During these moments, protecting your purpose means remembering why you started in the first place. It means reconnecting with the core of your being and reaffirming that your purpose is worthy of the effort it requires. One of the most common threats to our purpose is the influence of other people. There are many voices in the world, and not all of them have your best interests at heart. Some people will try to tell you that your purpose is too big, too unrealistic, or too difficult to achieve. They may attempt to convince you that you should settle for something less, that your dreams are unattainable, or that your purpose isn't as important as theirs. These voices can be loud and convincing. But you must protect your purpose by refusing to be swayed by them. Not everyone will understand your vision, and not everyone will believe in your potential. But that's okay. Your purpose is not dependent on their approval. It's dependent on your faith, your determination, and your willingness to stay true to what you've been called to do. The opinions of others, no matter how well-intentioned, can become a stumbling block if you allow them to dictate your decisions. The need for validation and approval can become so strong that it clouds your judgment and causes you to lose sight of your true purpose. When you protect your purpose, you learn to trust your own intuition, your own inner voice. You learn to discern the difference between advice that aligns with your purpose and advice that seeks to divert you from it. Trusting yourself is an essential part of the process, because no one knows your purpose like you do. You were created with a unique set of gifts, talents, and desires that are meant to be used in a specific way, and only you can truly understand the path you need to walk. Another major threat to your purpose is the inevitable challenges and obstacles that will come your way. Life is filled with trials, and they often arise when you are on the verge of making progress. These challenges are not signs that you should abandon your purpose. They are often the very things that will refine and strengthen you. Protecting your purpose during difficult times means having the resilience to push through adversity. It means not allowing failure, disappointment, or fear to cause you to doubt the value of your purpose. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger and more determined in your pursuit. When you encounter obstacles, remind yourself that they are temporary and that they are not powerful enough to stop you from fulfilling your purpose. Sometimes the challenges you face will come from within. Self-doubt, fear, and insecurity can be powerful forces that threaten to derail you. These inner battles are often the hardest to fight because they occur in your mind and in your heart. When you question your abilities or wonder if you are good enough, it's easy to lose sight of your purpose. But this is the moment when you must protect your purpose by remembering that you were created with everything you need to fulfill it. Every gift, every talent, every resource is already within you. The doubts you face are not a reflection of your capabilities, but of the fear that seeks to hold you back. Protecting your purpose means silencing these doubts and replacing them with the belief that you are worthy of success and capable of achieving your dreams. One of the most powerful ways to protect your purpose is by creating boundaries. Boundaries are essential for protecting your time, energy, and focus. In a world that is constantly pulling at your attention, boundaries help you stay true to your path. They allow you to say no to things that don't serve your purpose and yes to the opportunities that align with your goals. Boundaries also protect you from toxic relationships, negative environments, and distractions that can drain your energy and prevent you from moving forward. It can be difficult to set boundaries, especially when you are afraid of disappointing others or when you feel guilty for saying no. But in order to protect your purpose, you must learn to prioritize your own needs and to say no to anything that threatens to divert you from your mission. As you protect your purpose, you must also protect your peace. Peace is an essential part of the process because it allows you to think clearly, make sound decisions, and stay focused on your goals. There will be many things in life that try to steal your peace, stress, worry, and conflict. But when you protect your peace, you protect your ability to fulfill your purpose. You learn to detach from the things that don't matter and to focus on what truly brings you joy, fulfillment, and success. Protecting your peace is a conscious decision to keep your mind and heart centered on what truly matters. It means letting go of the things that drain your energy and focusing on the things that nourish your soul. Protecting your purpose is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing process. It requires constant awareness and vigilance. There will always be forces, both internal and external, that will try to pull you off course. But as you become more connected to your purpose, you become more resilient to these forces. You develop the strength to stay focused and the clarity to make decisions that align with your mission. You learn to discern when to push forward and when to step back. You develop the wisdom to know when to fight for your purpose and when to let go of things that no longer serve you. Ultimately, protecting your purpose is about living authentically. It's about staying true to who you are and to what you were created to do. It's about refusing to be swayed by the opinions of others, by fear, by doubt, or by the pressures of life. When you protect your purpose, you are giving yourself permission to live your best life, to fulfill your highest potential, and to make the impact that you were born to make. Your purpose is not just about you, it's about the people you will serve, the legacy you will leave, and the difference you will make in the world. Protect it, cherish it, and never let anyone or anything take it from you. In a world where hurt and injustice often seem to abound, the call for justice can sometimes be clouded by the desire for revenge. It is a natural human response to want to right a wrong done to us by striking back, by making the wrongdoer feel the pain they have inflicted. However, as tempting as revenge may feel in the heat of the moment, it is important to recognize that it does not bring about the healing or restoration that we truly seek. The call for justice is not the same as the call for revenge. Justice is rooted in the pursuit of fairness, restoration, and balance. Revenge, on the other hand, is driven by a desire to inflict harm, to get back at someone, often out of a sense of personal hurt or indignation. Understanding this difference is crucial, for the path of revenge only perpetuates the cycle of pain, while justice has the power to bring about true healing and reconciliation. Justice is about restoring what has been lost or broken, about ensuring that the scales are balanced and that the wrongdoer is held accountable for their actions. It is rooted in the principles of fairness, truth, and morality. When we seek justice, we are not motivated by hatred or the desire to make someone suffer. Instead, we are seeking a resolution that acknowledges the harm done, addresses the wrong, and provides an opportunity for healing for both the victim and the perpetrator. Justice is not about making someone pay for their wrongs in a way that harms them, but about ensuring that wrongs are righted, that the truth is acknowledged, and that a sense of balance is restored to the situation. Revenge, on the other hand, is a destructive force. It is a reaction born out of anger, pain, and sometimes even humiliation. When we seek revenge, we often lose sight of our own dignity, as the pursuit of vengeance becomes more important than our own peace and well-being. Revenge is a trap that ensnares both the one seeking it and the one who is targeted. The one who seeks revenge is often left in a state of bitterness, anger, and regret, realizing that their actions did not bring the satisfaction they had hoped for. Meanwhile, the one on the receiving end of revenge is left to grapple with their own consequences, often without a clear path toward redemption or restoration. Instead of healing the situation, revenge deepens the wound and creates even more division. To seek justice is to rise above the natural impulses of anger and hurt. to transcend the need for personal vengeance and to instead look for a solution that brings about fairness and healing for all involved. Justice requires wisdom, patience, and an understanding that the desire for vengeance is rooted in a temporary emotional state that, when allowed to dictate our actions, can lead to regret and further harm. When we call for justice, we are not seeking retribution, but rather the restoration of what has been lost or broken. This process may require time, patience, and often a willingness to forgive. Forgiveness is a vital component of true justice because it allows both the victim and the perpetrator to heal and move forward without being shackled by the past. Forgiveness, however, is not always easy. It requires strength and courage to let go of the desire to make someone else suffer. The temptation to get even can be overwhelming, especially when we feel that we have been wronged in a way that is deeply personal. But forgiveness is not about condoning the wrong that was done or excusing the behavior. It is about freeing ourselves from the toxic grip of anger, resentment, and hatred that only serve to poison our hearts and minds. When we forgive, we are not doing so for the benefit of the wrongdoer, but for our own well-being. Forgiveness allows us to reclaim our power and peace, and to step away from the destructive path of revenge that only deepens the wounds of both parties involved. The call for justice, then, is also a call for healing. It is a recognition that there is more to the situation than our own pain and anger. It is about seeking a resolution that allows for restoration, not just for ourselves, but for everyone involved. Justice can bring about a sense of closure and peace, even when it doesn't necessarily look the way we expect it to. Sometimes justice takes the form of accountability, holding the wrongdoer responsible for their actions and ensuring that they face the consequences of their behavior. Other times, justice may involve compassion, understanding that people can change, grow, and be rehabilitated. True justice is not one-dimensional. It does not seek to punish for the sake of punishment, but to restore balance, dignity, and harmony to a situation that has been disrupted by wrongdoing. It is also important to remember that the call for justice does not mean that we should try to control the outcome or take matters into our own hands. True justice is about allowing the right processes and systems to address the wrongs, whether through the legal system, restorative justice practices, or personal reconciliation. When we seek revenge, we often take the power into our own hands, attempting to dictate the outcome according to our emotions. But justice requires that we relinquish control and trust that the right processes will ultimately bring about the resolution that is needed. Furthermore, the call for justice is about embracing the bigger picture. Often when we are hurt, we can become consumed by our own pain and the desire to make things right on our terms. But justice is not about us alone, it is about the greater good. It is about ensuring that the wrongdoer understands the impact of their actions, that they are given an opportunity to make amends, and that society or the community is restored to a place of balance. Revenge, on the other hand, is a selfish act. It is driven by personal hurt and aims to satisfy our own need for vindication, regardless of the broader consequences. When we seek justice, we are acting in the best interest of everyone involved, recognizing that true healing requires a resolution that is fair and restorative. The process of seeking justice can also be a spiritual journey. Many times when we are faced with injustice, we feel as though the universe has conspired against us. We may question why bad things happen to good people and why injustice seems to go unpunished. During these times, it is essential to remember that justice is not always immediate, and it does not always come in the form we expect. But just because justice is delayed does not mean it is denied. In fact, in many cases, justice comes when we least expect it. And often it comes in a way that is more profound and restorative than we could have imagined. Trusting in the process of justice and surrendering the need for immediate gratification allows us to move forward with peace, knowing that the wrongs will eventually be righted. As we move forward, we must also consider the impact of our own actions. In the pursuit of justice, it is important not to become the very thing we despise. Seeking revenge often involves crossing ethical boundaries, engaging in behavior that we would otherwise condemn. It is easy to justify revenge in the heat of the moment, but we must recognize that our actions speak louder than our words. If we seek revenge, we lower ourselves to the level of the wrongdoer, perpetuating the very cycle of pain and destruction that we claim to want to break. The call for justice, however, urges us to rise above the temptation to retaliate and to act with integrity, compassion, and wisdom. Ultimately, the call for justice is a call for peace. It is about finding a resolution that restores dignity, balance, and harmony, not only for ourselves, but for the world around us. Revenge may satisfy a momentary desire for retribution, but it cannot heal the wounds that have been inflicted. True healing comes when we choose justice over revenge, when we allow ourselves to rise above the hurt and anger, and when we trust that the right process will bring about the restoration that we seek. Justice is about fairness, accountability, and healing, not destruction. It is a higher calling, one that requires wisdom, patience, and a willingness to forgive. When we choose justice over revenge, we free ourselves from the cycle of pain and retribution and open the door to true healing and reconciliation. In a world that often glorifies achievement and success, it is easy to forget the essential virtues of humility and gratitude. We are constantly bombarded with messages that encourage us to strive for more, to reach higher, to be better, and to outdo those around us. Society places great emphasis on personal accomplishments, status, and recognition, often equating self-worth with the things we have or the titles we hold. While striving for success and personal growth is important, it is equally crucial to remember the value of staying humble and being grateful for what we have, where we are, and the people who have supported us along the way. Humility is not about self-deprecation or denying our worth. It is about having a clear and realistic understanding of our abilities, achievements, and limitations. Humility allows us to recognize that while we may have achieved great things, we are not the sole architects of our success. It enables us to appreciate the role of others in our journey, from mentors and colleagues to friends and family. Humility is the foundation of wisdom because it keeps us open to learning, growth, and improvement. It reminds us that no matter how much we know, there is always more to learn. Humility does not diminish our greatness, it amplifies it by fostering a sense of respect and recognition for the contributions of others. Being humble means acknowledging that we are part of a larger picture, a greater community. It means recognizing that our success does not make us superior to others. It is easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our accomplishments define our worth, but humility reminds us that our value is not determined by the accolades we receive or the material possessions we accumulate. Our worth is intrinsic, shaped by our character, actions, and the way we treat others. Humility allows us to remain grounded, to keep a sense of perspective, even when things are going well. It prevents arrogance and entitlement from creeping into our mindset, reminding us that success is not a guarantee and everything we have is a gift. Gratitude is closely tied to humility because it is through gratitude that we can truly appreciate the blessings in our lives. Gratitude is not just a passive feeling, it is an active practice. It involves recognizing the good in our lives, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we don't have to what we do have. It reminds us to be thankful for the opportunities we've been given, the people who have supported us, and the experiences that have shaped us. Gratitude is about acknowledging that life is a gift, and every moment, every breath is something to be cherished. It is about recognizing that we are not entitled to anything, but that everything we have is a result of grace, effort, and the kindness of others. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to transform our perspective. When we are grateful, we see the world differently. We begin to focus on the positives rather than the negatives, on the opportunities rather than the obstacles. Gratitude shifts our energy and mindset, allowing us to approach life with a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. It helps us to appreciate the present moment, to find joy in the little things, and to cultivate a sense of peace and contentment that is not dependent on external circumstances. Gratitude also fosters a sense of connection with others. When we express gratitude, we acknowledge the contributions of those around us, making them feel valued and appreciated. It strengthens relationships and builds a sense of community. Humility and gratitude go hand in hand because they both encourage us to take a step back and recognize the bigger picture. In a world that often celebrates individualism and self-promotion, staying humble and grateful can be a radical act. It requires us to resist the urge to boast or compare ourselves to others, to recognize that success is not a zero-sum game, and to understand that we are not alone in our achievements. Our success is often the result of collaboration, support, and the collective efforts of many people. Gratitude allows us to acknowledge the contributions of others and to celebrate the shared nature of success. In addition, humility and gratitude are essential for personal growth and fulfillment. When we are humble, we remain open to learning and improving. We understand that there is always room for growth, no matter how far we've come. Humility keeps us grounded and focused on what truly matters, helping us to avoid the distractions of ego and pride. It encourages us to seek wisdom from others and to stay curious about the world around us. Gratitude, on the other hand, helps us to cultivate a positive mindset that supports our growth. When we practice gratitude, we are more likely to focus on the opportunities and lessons in our lives rather than dwelling on our shortcomings or what we lack. Humility and gratitude also allow us to navigate challenges and setbacks with grace. Life is full of obstacles and no one is immune to difficulties. In those moments, it can be easy to become frustrated, bitter, or resentful. However, when we remain humble and grateful, we are better equipped to handle adversity. Humility reminds us that setbacks are a natural part of life and that we are not defined by our failures. Gratitude helps us to find the lessons in our challenges, to appreciate the growth that comes from overcoming obstacles, and to remain focused on the positive aspects of our journey. By staying humble and grateful, we are able to maintain a sense of peace and resilience even in the face of adversity. Staying humble and grateful also has a profound impact on our relationships with others. Humility allows us to be more empathetic and compassionate, to recognize the worth and dignity of those around us, and to treat them with kindness and respect. Gratitude fosters a sense of appreciation for the people in our lives, encouraging us to express our thanks and acknowledge their contributions. When we practice humility and gratitude, we create a positive and supportive environment where others feel valued and appreciated. This, in turn, strengthens our relationships and builds a sense of trust and mutual respect. Moreover, humility and gratitude are key to finding true happiness and contentment. In a culture that often measures happiness by external achievements and possessions, it can be easy to forget that true fulfillment comes from within. Humility and gratitude remind us that happiness is not something that can be pursued externally. It is a state of mind that arises from a deep appreciation for the present moment and the blessings we have. By staying humble, we avoid the trap of comparing ourselves to others, and by practicing gratitude, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and joy. True happiness comes not from what we have or what we achieve, but from the peace that comes with knowing that we are enough as we are, and that everything we have is a gift to be cherished. In the end, staying humble and grateful is not a sign of weakness or self-denial, but rather a reflection of strength and wisdom. It takes courage to remain humble in the face of success, to recognize that our achievements do not define us, and to acknowledge the contributions of others. It takes strength to practice gratitude in a world that often focuses on what we lack, to find joy in the present moment, and to appreciate the good in our lives. Humility and gratitude are not just virtues, they are powerful tools for creating a life of peace, fulfillment, and meaningful connections. When we stay humble and grateful, we align ourselves with the deeper truths of life, and we open ourselves to the abundance and blessings that are already present in our lives. Freedom is a powerful and often misunderstood concept. It is something many people long for, something that is fought for, something that is celebrated. Yet despite the attention it gets, true freedom is often elusive and misunderstood. It is not just a state of physical release from chains or oppression, but a deep and transformative state of mind, a way of living that transcends the physical realm. True freedom is the ability to think, act, and live in alignment with your deepest values, aspirations, and purpose. It is the liberation from internal limitations, fears, and the false beliefs that keep you bound. It is the acknowledgement that your life is yours to create, and that no one and nothing has the power to define you but yourself. In our modern world, we often equate freedom with external circumstances, freedom from financial struggles, freedom from oppressive governments, or freedom from toxic relationships. These are valid forms of freedom, but they represent only a portion of what it truly means to be free. True freedom goes beyond external conditions and delves deep into the heart of our consciousness. It is the freedom to be who you are without fear, without apology, and without compromise. It is the power to express your thoughts and desires without the chains of societal expectations, family obligations, or personal insecurities holding you back. True freedom is the liberation of the mind, the heart, and the soul. The first step to declaring your freedom is to recognize that it is not something that can be granted or taken away by anyone other than yourself. It is not something that can be given to you by a boss, a government, or a relationship. It is something that you must claim for yourself, something that you must step into with intention and courage. It requires that you stop looking to the external world for validation or permission to live your life on your terms. Too often, people wait for the perfect moment, for circumstances to align in their favor before they declare their freedom. But the truth is that freedom is not a destination or a future event. It is a present reality that exists in the here and now, ready to be embraced. In order to declare your freedom, you must first rid yourself of the internal shackles that hold you back. These are the self-imposed limitations, the negative beliefs and fears that you have carried with you throughout your life. These are the voices of doubt and insecurity that tell you that you are not good enough, that you are not deserving of success or happiness, or that you cannot possibly achieve your dreams. These voices are not the truth. They are the result of conditioning, fear, and the judgments of others that have been ingrained in your mind over the years. They are not your true voice. Declaring your freedom means recognizing that you are not bound by these false beliefs. You have the power to challenge them, to replace them with empowering thoughts that align with your true potential. It is essential to understand that true freedom comes from within. You may not be able to control the external circumstances of your life, whether it's the actions of others, the state of the world, or the challenges you face, but you have the power to control how you respond to them. You have the power to choose how you think, how you feel, and how you act. Your response to external circumstances is what determines your freedom, not the circumstances themselves. When you declare your freedom, you are essentially saying that you are no longer a prisoner to your past, your fears, or your doubts. You are no longer a prisoner to the opinions of others or to the societal standards that try to define who you are. You are free to live your life according to your own terms, to pursue your own dreams, and to be the person you were meant to be. Declaring your freedom also means letting go of the need for approval. Many people live their lives in search of external validation, hoping that others will affirm their worth or give them permission to be themselves. This need for approval can be paralyzing and prevent you from taking the bold steps necessary to live your truth. When you declare your freedom, you are saying that you no longer need anyone else's approval to live your life. You are free to make decisions based on your own desires and values, regardless of whether they meet with the approval of others. This is not about being selfish or dismissive of others. It is about recognizing that your life is yours to live, and you have the right to make choices that are in alignment with your own happiness and fulfillment. A significant aspect of declaring your freedom is taking responsibility for your life. Many people live in a state of victimhood, blaming others or external circumstances for their lack of progress, happiness, or success. This mindset keeps them trapped in a cycle of helplessness and disempowerment. True freedom comes when you take full responsibility for where you are in life and for where you want to go. It means acknowledging that while you cannot control everything, you are fully in charge of your actions, your decisions, and your mindset. Taking responsibility for your life means understanding that your current reality is the result of the choices you have made in the past. And while you cannot change the past, you have the power to choose differently today. This recognition gives you the power to create the future you desire, a future that is no longer defined by the limitations of your past. To declare your freedom also means making the conscious decision to break free from toxic patterns, habits, and relationships that no longer serve you. Many people remain stuck in situations that are draining, unfulfilling, or even harmful because they are afraid of change, of the unknown. But freedom requires that you let go of what no longer serves your highest good. This may mean ending unhealthy relationships, changing careers, or stepping away from familiar but limiting circumstances. It may be uncomfortable and it may require courage, but the freedom that awaits you on the other side is worth the discomfort. When you declare your freedom, you are committing to living a life that is in alignment with your truth, your purpose, and your values. You are choosing to create space for what truly brings you joy, peace, and fulfillment. One of the most powerful aspects of declaring your freedom is the ability to live in the present moment. So often, people are weighed down by the past or consumed with anxiety about the future. They live in a constant state of regret, guilt, or worry, and as a result, they miss out on the beauty and joy of the present. When you declare your freedom, you are choosing to release the weight of the past and the fear of the future. You are choosing to be fully present in the here and now, to experience life as it unfolds without being burdened by past mistakes or future uncertainties. The present moment is where true freedom exists. It is where you can experience peace, gratitude, and joy, free from the chains of past regrets or future worries. Declaring your freedom means choosing to be present and to embrace life as it is. Finally, declaring your freedom means embracing the infinite possibilities that life offers. When you break free from the limitations of fear, doubt, and external expectations, you open yourself up to a world of opportunities. You realize that there is no one path to success, no one way to live a fulfilling life. You are free to create your own journey, to define success on your terms, and to pursue your passions with confidence and courage. Life is full of possibilities, and when you declare your freedom, you are choosing to step into that limitless potential. In the end, declaring your freedom is an act of self-liberation. It is the recognition that you are not bound by anything other than the limitations you place on yourself. It is the recognition that your life is yours to create, and that you have the power to live authentically, unapologetically, and with purpose. When you declare your freedom, you are choosing to embrace your power, your potential, and your ability to live a life that is true to who you are. You are declaring that you are free to be yourself, to follow your dreams, and to live your truth. And that ultimately is the most powerful declaration you can make.